Life.
Hey loves, I'm stopping by really quickly just to let you guys know about my new merchandise that I recently put out. You guys asked and I delivered. You can now pick up your Pick Me Nation t-shirts, you guys. I also have Winter is Here merchandise. And I also have Who You Want, Gotta Want You t-shirts as well. So make sure you go and support. It is the holiday times. Definitely go pick up a shirt or a mug for your mother, your fathers, your sisters, brothers, your husband, wife. Make sure you go and support. I have those shirts available now. What up, YouTube? It's your girl, DeeDee. Welcome back to the channel. So I'm back with another reaction video for you guys. Listen, before we hop into the video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. It is free to subscribe, share, and like the video, and turn on your notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. All right, so make sure you're doing that, and make sure you let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So I'm back with another reaction from the Corey Holcomb 5150 Club. Corey Holcomb recently did a video talking about Jamal Bryant's wife. You know, his wife recently was all over social media about her, people talking about her revealing dress. Her dress, that was what some would call inappropriate for her being a first lady. And it caused a lot of controversy. A lot of people were talking about it. And I wanted you to hear what Corey had to say about it, and just preachers in general, because now we're living in a time where, preachers are not quite the same the way they used to be back in the day. It seems to be a different agenda for some reason. And, we see a lot of first ladies not really looking quite like first ladies should. But that's just my thoughts on it. We're going to hop right into the video. I want you guys to chime in. So please let me know your thoughts. Did you think her dress was inappropriate? Or do you think that it was perfectly fine for her being a first lady? Let me know what your thoughts are on it. Make sure you chime in. I want to hear what you got to say. But let's go ahead and get into the video. Here we go.
Preaching has gone to
Oh my God. I'm so glad you're bringing this stuff. Oh my God.
Preaching is going to.
I think it's just preaching.
these pastors are making church a bad place, dog.
Jesus.
Church, look, I don't know how well that church is doing where old boy had the $2,000 line. I don't know if he recovered,
Yeah.
but a lot of these churches are going under. We know about the Potter House. Like I said, I be in Houston. Osteen Church ain't what it used to be.
None of them.
These pastors are exposing themselves. The internet is putting them out there, and we are seeing they are not worthy to be pastors. The obvious one is the one I talked about before it turned into this. I've been said, if the first lady got a BBL, the church outright is trash.
Now, I didn't know she allegedly had a BBL. I mean, did y'all know that? Let me know in the comments. So allegedly, Corey is saying that she has a BBL. And that's a red flag right there, that your first lady has a BBL. Now, some would argue that, hey, we're in modern times. This is the new way. Just, get on board. This is how we do things, and there's nothing wrong with it. Some people would argue that, but then others see it differently. Some people are more on the traditional side where they don't want to see the first lady with a BBL. They don't want to see the pastors out here, listening to secular music and doing the things of the world, because after all, you're supposed to distinguish yourselves from the rest. You're supposed to be different from the worldly people. But nowadays, it's like everything is meshed in, like, secular music, secular society, non-Christians along with the Christians look the same. It's all the same. There's no you don't know who's what and who's what. Everybody looks worldly in modern times. So I mean, there are a lot of different thoughts and perspectives on this, but I do agree that the church has gotten out of hand. It's turned into totally something different. It is not what you should aspire to go after or follow, in my opinion. It's just as ratchet as everything else. But listen, let's continue.
If the first lady of the church got a BBL, what kind of church is this?
Man.
But let's talk about Yeah, you saying second wife.
He was married before. But go ahead.
It don't matter if he married,
No, but
goddammit. He think men got pretty legs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But no, I'm saying it's not funny. It's not right because I thought that they.
You got some pretty legs. What's that? Shea butter on your leg? That men don't do that. Men don't do that. I don't care what Craig got on his legs. I'm mad if I see him.
Yeah, what would possess me to actually?
What man would tell another man he got some pretty legs and he's supposed to be straight? What man is gonna tell another man you got some pretty legs? That don't sound right to me. I'm period. I don't care who it is. That seems weird as hell. Let's continue.
So the other preacher who normally takes up for preachers said old boy Bryant wife was dressed like a $2 after the said he bought her the dress. He made so many excuses for his wife being that. Did you see the fake doctor, what she wore?
No, what she
had on the see-through?
Yeah.
There are women who like to do that in society. Right. It's just we haven't made a name for them besides. What do you call an exhibitionist in the black community? Now, an exhibitionist, that's somebody who likes to bust down.
Right.
We need a name for female exhibitionists in the black community. Can we get this from the chat room? The chat room gonna come up with some good ones. A woman who likes to be naked in front of the people. Because that's what Mr. Bryant has. He has an exhibitionist. That's why she got a BBL.
Front Horia.
You know
What is it called?
Front Horia.
Not
Set it
back
back door in front Horia.
You're so stupid.
A bust down, that's obvious.
Cool, I like that.
Skeezer, I like that name.
Somebody said about it.
Jezebel, Squirrel, Super Freak. I need a good one. Come on, chat room, put your hands together.
Okay, Miss.
Bust a baby. See, that's getting there.
Okay, somebody said a
What's
harlot.
a baby?
Floozy, old school, Nike. Okay.
I see my meat. Can we call him that?
I see my meat.
Some want you to see their meat. They're not gonna tell you.
Oh my God! No, he didn't. Listen, baby, listen. I always get a good cackle watching Corey Holcomb. Listen, 304, that's probably good enough. I mean, listen, and if that is not who you are, why, once again, and I've asked this question before, why would you want to present yourself in such a way? To be a first lady, and you want to have these, to be honored, and you want to have a prestigious title or career and all of these things, but then you minimize it when you choose to dress that way. And it's just my opinion. In my opinion, why work so hard to position yourself to a high esteemed place in life to only diminish it because you want to show TNA? And for the life of me, a lot of women just, it's just clothes. And then the fact that the pastor says, he bought the dress. Well, you don't see it either. You wanna be so high on the totem pole, but then you lower yourself to such a minuscule level when you choose to put yourself out there like that. You want to be, you're a first lady, but you're dressed like a 304. Make that make sense. Oh my God. A first lady dressed like a 304, it doesn't make any sense. What are you advertising? Like, I don't understand. You got a man. Why are you trying to still advertise yourself in such a way to have other men, drooling behind you when you have the man that you say you want? That's a question nobody really never seems to answer. What's the point of you doing that when you have a man and then you're married, you're a pastor and a co-pastor, I'm assuming. I've never seen a co-pastor dressed like that in my life. These some new co-pastors, these some new pastors. All this is some new stuff. Really. Let's continue.
you the work they had done, they gonna act like they just in shape. Like the bitch who supposed to be this doctor. The ain't gonna tell you the work she had done, and I dare you to try me, because I seen the Fix-A-Flat. I know you. That is one of the greatest at wiping the internet of her old history. She's one of the greatest. But try me. Did I miss a good one?
A Tossie.
A Tossie? Freak holder. A yamp. What's a yamp? Mud duck.
That's old school.
Oh, he can get it. I know,
Phil
right?
say, yeah, that's back when Phil was in high school. That old mud duck over there. A yam scam. Doorknob. Meat slayers. Woman of the night. Harlot. Yeah, that's all out there. But these women who like to be exhibitionists in front of the people they're in large numbers. Street yeast.
Scallywag. I haven't heard that in a minute.
A meat.
Yeah, I like the scallywag. Scallywags is a common one. I remember hearing that growing up. That old scallywag. Yeah, scallywag. They need to start using that. Yeah, let's continue.
Market. A toss-up.
Toss-up.
Mr. Bryant, you have a toss-up. A mud duck. And you could try to take up for it and say you bought the dress. Shit, you was in there shopping for Cam. Cake ass. You know I know you, homie. Like, it ain't gotta be said. You know I know the history of the bust down you wifed. You know I know that, right? So, everybody come with a history from the past, right? Wow. Look at all that makeup. God damn. Your history from the past, Craig.
Look at this first lady. Like, girl, like that is, you know that is inappropriate. Who are you leading and teaching? I mean, do they think they Beyonce and Jay-Z or something? What is going on? That's not appropriate. It's not. But they gonna do what they want to do, child. Let's continue.
Darlene, I don't hold it against you as much as I hold against your history for right now. What are you doing now? While you can still walk around.
Right.
This is an act of desperation. For you to wear that anywhere near someone who's, a group of people who's praising God. And I want to say to the followers of the church, I get it. Y'all want to feel like you right too, but it ain't right. Meat goat. Chicken head. We are
Hood booger.
Lucy.
That's old school too. Bimbo.
A bopper. Hyena. My
like
sister
that-
don't get her credit for that name. Everybody running with it now.
Yeah.
Hyena. The sister from
That you had.
that we had on the show.
Yeah.
That's her name.
But that other preacher that you had mentioned, Corey, we don't know his name, right? You don't remember his name? The older fellow?
I'll tell you his name.
Okay, because he's a lot older than him too.
I'll tell you his name. He normally take up for the preachers.
Well, listen,
He couldn't take up for this one. Look at this.
when he said, yeah, but look at the dress gave the perception, that alone. I mean, look, because of course, Bryant tried to say, oh, it's not see-through, it's flesh color. But this other,
Shut your goof ass up.
this other preacher or pastor, whatever he is, the other fella, had a point. You know,
Patrick Wooden.
There you go. And he said, yeah, but the perception.
That's the preacher.
She's giving off the perception. That's what
It
she
ain't a
wanted to do.
perception. That is a fact. What she has on right there.
And then look at the little, it's almost like zeroing in on that area.
It's a bust down. You married the girl that one of your homies done with. Now tell me I'm lying.
Damn. Listen, Corey be getting all the information. Listen, I think saying, oh, it's just a flesh color, which it is. It's not her actual skin color. It's the flesh colored dress, but it gives you the illusion that it is your skin. That's why it's called flesh colored, because it's giving you the illusion of a flesh colored skin tone. Which if you wore something see-through like that, your flesh tone would come through, which means it's see-through and you can see everything. But why would you even want to give an illusion of that? You know, it's for attention. And I'm just saying, like, as a co-pastor, somebody's wife, you should be a little, and then she's older too. She's not no spring chicken. This is an older woman. You should know better. But I really think, you know, on top of that, she's allegedly has a BBL. I just think a lot of these old broads, pastors, co-pastors, it doesn't matter. They're trying to compete with the younger women. They're trying to still be young and do the things that they see these younger women doing. And no amount of class or education, no amount of titles or any of that is going to deter them from doing what they want to do, because they're in competition. You got to show the young girls how to do it. You got to show up and show, hey, look, I still got it too. I can look like that too. And they're compelled to do it. You know, they you know, now it's easier for a lot of women to go get surgeries and, you know, go get a lot of things done to their bodies to look a certain way. It's easier for them to do that. And so if, you know, when given the opportunity, they go do it, and they go get everything that they think is going to make them a bad bee. And you got to ask yourself, why is somebody's wife, as a pastor or co-pastor or whatever of a church, I don't know if she's a co-pastor or not, but you're married. Why you're married to a preacher? Why would that be acceptable? Now, I'm not saying you got to look like a hood booger. You don't have to go around looking a hot mess and just disheveled and not take care of yourself. No, you should take care of yourself to the fullest. But I'm saying, like, you don't have to dress in a provocative way. You could still wear a nice dress and look really nice in your clothes without, you know, having on these dresses that would allude to you being, you know, naked or stuff like that. That's just taking it too far, in my opinion. You know what I mean? I just think it's inappropriate. The same way I thought the Cheyenne Bryant lady's dress was inappropriate. And of course she could wear what she want, but walking around talking about you're a mentor and you're a Christian, you all these things, you got your drawers and panties showing, your panties and your bra showing. It's distasteful. You know what I mean? And once again, you can do whatever you want. You can wear what you want, live your life how you want, but, you know, others are going to have opinions on it. And because you post it on social media, people are going to have an opinion. And in my opinion, I just thought it was just distasteful. And especially for what you represent and what you talk about. And then to come out like that is just crazy. It could have totally been a sexy dress, but not revealing. Why, what are they doing? Like, I never understood it, me. Why you have to, you know, wear things that are so revealing? Why couldn't you just wear something that's attractive, elegant, and still look good? You still, I think they still would have looked great in dresses that didn't reveal, you know, that were see-through. You could have wore a dress that was a perfectly full, you know, dress covered up and still look really good. But I think a lot of these women are compelled to do it. They never, either at a point in their life, they didn't get a chance to do that. And then, you know, when they get a chance to do it, they just do what they feel they missed out on. A lot of these women are older and they felt like they missed out on the opportunities to be or to dress like one. And so now they take their chance to do it now, because it's now or never, you know, and they don't care what nobody think. But I just still think it's inappropriate. But listen, shout out to Corey Holcomb 5150. You guys, make sure you support if you haven't already. But I just wanted to share a little bit of what he had to say on the whole topic. And, you know, it's just interesting to me to see it all unfold and how people either defend this or not. But yeah, I don't think there's no excuse for her, the way she dressed, you know, as a wife, as a, you know, just in general. And she looked great. Don't get me wrong. Once again, I think these are attractive women, in my opinion, from what I see. Even though she does have on a lot of makeup, I still think these are attractive women. But your choice of what you wear, it's in poor taste, in my opinion. That's all I'm saying. There's plenty of dresses she could have chosen and still look really good as a pastor's wife, you know? But listen, y'all let me know. Maybe I'm just overreacting. Maybe I'm overreacting. Y'all let me know what you think. Did you think her dress was appropriate? Would you be okay with your wife or your girlfriend wearing a dress like that? Let me know in the comments below. Or do you think I'm overreacting? Listen, let me know. Let me know in the comments below. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel. Chime in. I definitely want to hear your thoughts, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.
DeeDeesReactions. Tell a friend.